Day 39, 9:18 a.m. Last night the housemates drank 1 box of wine, 2 bottles of cider and 6 cans of beer. Nush slept in the boys' bedroom. Lisa has had a shower and was the first housemate up at 8:47 a.m. Cameron is the only other housemate up.
Youngsters just can't take their booze.
Morning.
Oh, sorry, Cameron.
It's all right.
Do you want a cup of tea?
No, thank you.
Come on, everybody, get up. I was first in the shower. Lisa owns death now.
.43 a.m. The housemates have been instructed by Big Brother to regularly let the chickens out of their run to exercise in the garden. Nush, Goss, Ray and Scott are still in bed. Later today, the housemates will nominate for the 6th time.
It's been quite nice because there's been quite a lot of
good
people.
mix.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that you can
definitely.
relate to. You can relate to a lot of people.
I mean, if you think it's going to be hard to nominate now, what's it going to be like in 2 weeks' time?
That's what we've said all along. It'll just be harder and harder every week.
And every week, let's face it, it all depends. It can depend on who you're up against as well, as to whether you reach that final stage or not.
That's when tactics start kicking in.
Yeah, depends who you're up against.
Because you have no idea what goes on in the outside world.
No, and you
That's right.
bleeding do!
I can see you all be holding me down later. Alcohol. Tell us! It's light shining in my face.
That's interesting.
No, I won't.
No, you won't.
Sorry, I've got to say this while I remember, because I can crap my memory of saying things. I always forget. Can you remember the programme? Don't take this the wrong way. Please don't, Polly. Right.
Right, I don't. Generally, I
Can
don't.
you
So you should be
remember the film, the programme, Pipkins?
Vaguely. I know the name
Partly
of it.
hair,
I know
top
the
off. No.
No, I do, but I can't picture
But
it.
the pig was a brummie.
I can't remember.
And he's going, watch the fuse, watch me. Like that.
Can
He had
you
a
really notice
really
my
good-
accent badly? Can you notice it?
Mm.
Oh
I know.
my God! It already sounds like that.
I thought you were Swedish.
Me?
Like the bad Swedish chef.
I thought you meant Steph.
No, you.
I know. It's not just a common accent that you hear very often.
But you're not far from one of those countries, are you, the Orkneys?
That's right.
Is it not?
Finland.
Is it Finland?
No, well, Norway, but
Norway.
we're much closer to Scotland than we are to Norway, I'll say.
But it's still...
Still there.
Yeah, I suppose.
.49 p.m. All of the housemates are now up. As part of the Gymkhana weekly task, Big Brother has delivered a foam horse for each of the housemates to decorate.
Housemates should stable their horses indoors. Aren't they funny?
So what's the idea with this thing then?
You've got to put the saddle on first, and then I personally think I've got to shorten the thingies on this. Ray, is yours small?
So do I size?
Mine's massive. All the horses are the same size, aren't they?
Yeah.
Who's going up?
Oh, wow.
No.
How do you make a mane? Is this mane stuff?
No, the mains are the big...
The mane is the big fluffy one, that black one there.
Oh, brilliant. Oh, I'm loving these eyes. I'm liking this very much.
Right, I think I'm going to have to...
Pass them here. This is you last night. I'm not drinking much. Scott, Ray.
Yeah.
This is you as well. I'm only having half a glass of cider.
I know. And then what? I end up having like nearly fucking bottle.
Last night was a nice drunk night. It was a nice, relaxed
State.
I always said I was getting pissed.
Bump.
Why is nobody noticing?
That was from what? What?
Yes, I've noticed.
Stephanie's clothes.
Her nips.
Just didn't want to say anything.
Being all polite.
(1:41 p.m). It's 1.5 hours until a housemate will nominate.
Well, I've got a laminate to read out.
Go on.
You all listening?
Yeah.
You. When you entered the Big Brother house, you were all aware of the rules regarding nominations. Big Brother has noted that some housemates are consistently being given invalid reasons, and Big Brother would therefore like to clarify the main rules regarding the nomination process. Every week in the diary room, you must nominate 2 fellow housemates for eviction, giving your full and frank reasons to Big Brother. If any housemate is deemed to be holding back a valid reason for nominating a fellow housemate, a formal warning will be issued. Big Brother will take any breach of these rules very seriously. The nominations will take place later today.
In other words, we're going to get a fucking grilling.
Roasting again.
We're going to get a grilling today. An absolute grilling. So be prepared to be in there for 3/4 of an hour.
I'm not getting no grilling today.
(3:10 p.m). Big Brother has gathered the housemates on the sofas. Big Brother rules state that as a newcomer to the house, Lisa is exempt from nominations this week. Following his trip to Africa, Cameron cannot be nominated this week, although he must still nominate 2 housemates.
Would Cameron come to the diary room?
Promptly, Cameron, promptly.
Let's get this over and done with.
I've got a horse to look after.
Over.
The first person I'm nominating this week is Noosh. Something that annoys me is when people have a bit to drink and they labour a point too much, or they go on about something and they repeat themselves. And I've experienced that annoyance with Noosh. The person I'm nominating second is Ray, and the reason I am nominating him, again in real life I'm a stickler for the rules, and Ray's flouted numerous rules in the house, and it annoys me when somebody doesn't try not to break the rules.
Sounds nice. Right, Cameron.
Yeah.
Oh, I might call
Come on,
my...
sit down. To the grill.
Yeah, that's nice.
Would Goss come to the diary room?
Thanks, no.
Sorry, I was
I'm just concerned. That's
Sorry,
nice.
First one. Ray. I think he's finding it more difficult to be in here. I think that's why he seems to be breaking the rules, which is a bit frustrating because you know what the rules are, but he just has a tendency of always trying to bend them or break them. The second one is Nush. She always seems to cut in the middle of conversation and take the conversation away from the person that's talking and focuses it on herself all the time, which is getting to be a little bit annoying, because when somebody's talking you should really listen and not, you know, stop somebody mid-flow and start talking about yourself.
Yeah.
What are you after?
Spinach.
Yeah, we
Would
have that.
Nush come to the diary room?
Well, it's funny because I've never seen like it before. Big leaves of spinach it is.
My first nomination is Steph, because I'm quite independent and I'm not used to being told what to do, sort of thing. The stupidest example I can give is Steph was doing lunch, some sausage sandwiches, and I just came in to put some mustard on, and it was, Steph, I'm doing lunch, and I went, no, I want to put some mustard. No, how much do you want? I'm doing it. Do you know what I mean? And I'm like, I can't do my own sandwich, sort of.
Now, could you give the name of your second nomination?
I am nominating Goss because, I don't know, just this week we'll be talking as a group about things, and he won't give an opinion this way or that way. He'll just sit, and that's totally cool. But sometimes it's frustrating because you want him to just chin up. Do you know what I mean? Or join in and don't fret so much. You know.
To respond in an offensive manner to Big Brother at any stage, man, or something.
Good.
So it was okay.
Good.
Would Ray come to the diary room?
What's for tea though? This is the thing, because I'm wondering if like.
Pie.
Pie.
No, are we...
My first nomination is going to be Nush. I didn't have a reason until last night when we were all sitting around having a few drinks and we were asking Lisa some questions, trying to get to know a bit about her. But every single time, and for most of the night, Nush would kind of jump in all the time and kind of say, oh, but I remember me, kind of I kind of thing, and it would start to annoy me a bit. My second nomination is going to be Goss. The reason I'm voting Goss is because for the last week and a half, he's been a bit off with everyone. I think he's starting to feel the strain of being in here. He misses home. And I just feel like, you know, if I go and talk to him, he'll bring me, you know, he'll kind of put me down as well, like, kind of thing, like, well, as in, like, you know, kind of spirits-wise.
Because it's all peasant food.
Borscht.
Borscht, we call it,
yeah.
Borscht. And we have
It's
little
quick,
wild mushroom parcels.
It's taking longer.
Nush has 3 nominations. Ray and Goss both have 2 nominations, and Steph has 1.
It actually feels better going in there and just giving like a good, I know it's a bit harsh to say, but instead of having to dilly-dally around trying to think of
Would Scott come to the diary room?
My first nomination this week is Goss. My reason for nominating Goss is that I think in the last week or two, last week in particular, Goss has withdrawn himself a lot from the group. You know, when someone's withdrawn from the group, it's harder to talk to them, harder to have a laugh with them, harder to do anything with them really, and therefore, you know, his mood may rub off on other housemates and they may not enjoy it, and that's not a good thing. The name of my second nomination is Steph. I still feel that Steph is the one member of the household who I really do not connect with in much way at all. I feel that when I'll be having a conversation with other members of the household, when we're all having a discussion, she'll quite often speak over me and say, yeah, but Scott, but you know, each their own, or something like that. Do you know what I mean? Like, and she will stop me from making the point.
For grass and.
You are
fucking hell, what happened, assassin? Yeah, man.
They got you, did
they?
They?
I'm just saying, did you go in 2 thing in and they're just trying to pull more?
Did you change your mind while you were in there?
Oh.
Would Steph come to the diary room?
That's really weird.
Go on, Steph.
This is the quickest one.
My first one is Ray, because he torments chickens, which bothers me, for no reason. My second person is Nush. When Lisa came, she said, nobody's talking to me, and I thought, she obviously wanted the limelight on her. I thought that was quite a sort of insensitive thing to say.
Oh, well done. Whoa, well done.
Nush has 4 nominations. Goss and Ray both have 3. All 3 housemates will face a public vote this week.
Was that quick?
Yeah, that was very quick.
Good girl, now we can eat.
6:24 p.m. Nush has spent 4 hours and 51 minutes decorating her horse.
So weird.
More rain? I don't know. Because I've got my clothes over there.
Do you know what, Ray? I'm going to be honest with you, man. If my name comes up tomorrow, man, I'll be happy to go Friday.
Huh?
I'll be happy to go.
Seriously?
Yeah. The reason I'm saying that is because, I don't know why, maybe because it's my girl's birthday, and maybe because the group's getting smaller and harder for me to nominate.
I thought so, man. I knew that was the reason.
Yeah.
I knew that was the reason.
And when they've done that thing today, where they said, look, you've got to be, not harder, but you have to do the thing, innit? And give us proper reasons and stuff. And I'm just thinking, oh, fucking hell.
That's what I say. You're thinking, am I bothered with all this shit anymore?
Yeah.
Like,
Are you, though?
I am. Honestly, in a way, I do want my name to be called out tomorrow. Because it gives it, I know...
Gives that edge.
Tell the truth, I do want to stay here to the very end. But,
you do?
But saying that, it's... if my name's called out tomorrow, which it hasn't been yet, I'm just like, you have that chance. You've been, you might
it's open to the gods, innit? Do you know what I mean? You just don't know, do you? Do you know what I mean? I really thought that my name was going to come up last week.
Well, I'm definitely expecting my name to be coming up tomorrow.
Really?
Yeah, definitely. You just kind of get vibes with people like it. And
I just think it's getting harder, man. Too fucking hard.
£6:55 p.m. Nush, Lisa, Ria and Scott are in the garden. Steph and Goss are making cottage pie, followed by rhubarb crumble for dinner, with rhubarb picked from the garden.
I'll try and get a bit of shot.
There's loads of planes today. I might get my duvet and lay there.
Are you going to be sleeping tonight, then?
Huh?
Where are you sleeping tonight?
Cameron says he'd like me to stay in there again sometime. For me, though, it felt like I was somewhere else. It made it seem different.
Yeah, that's what I thought when we slept in your room last week. Not just pasta dishes, but also do a lot of sort of like, sort of more Mediterranean style sort of cuisine.
What's the matter, Cameron?
Are you calling for you, Steph?
Yeah, he's trying to... Well, not just me, any old girl at work walked past.
No, I just think that his special girl is you.
No, I've given up.
What have you given up on, Cam?
Steph, any old girl will do now.
What?
I'm saying I've given up on Steph, any old girl will do now.
Oh. I said to him, man, when we're out of it, Steph, we're going to do our utmost.
Thing is, Goss, you can only put yourself through the torture for so long.
Oh,
get your violin out for him.
Oh. That's so true, my friend.
£7:24 p.m. £10:26 p.m. Big Brother has provided a hot water bottle for Nush as she has a stomachache.
Are you poorly, Tom? Because of... That water bottle's nice, isn't it?
Well, I didn't think to pack one, yeah. Because, when you go on holiday, you don't pack a hot water bowl. And I was thinking like that, do you know what I mean? I just didn't even... Yeah, I'm feeling really jaded.
Yeah, you want to get yourself to bed.
Right.
We're going to do this thing, but obviously we don't require you because you know what you do anyway, so we will go through this. But don't feel you must...
And then she'll get on the horse to make sure we've done it all correctly, then she'll get on. And then it's done. And if it's 10 minutes... 10 minutes is long enough, isn't it? If it is 10 minutes.
Night-night.
Should we go over there then to the salon?
Yeah.
What are you getting on?
This bit that's really sticky, it's starting to piss me right off.
Do you want to grab one of the salon chairs?
Yes.
Oh no, don't brush it for her.
Right, for nomination again. Is that why you're following me?
– 11:10 p.m.
Right, Scott. Hang on, it was this, wasn't it? Or was it on the other side?
Big Brother has called Lisa to the diary room.
If you had nominated today, which two housemates would you have nominated?
The two housemates I'd have nominated today would have been Steph and Cameron. Steph, for a few reasons. I think she's a little bit highly strung, and I'm not seeing... She's not being completely truthful with me. Cameron is a bit moody, and he's a bit rule-orientated. We're all abiding by the rules. OK, I know there's a few people here that have broken a few rules, but he's constantly got the rule book in his hand. Instead of enjoying the experience of being in the Big Brother house, he seems to be quite... A couple of things he's done since I've been here, he's quite argumentative and defensive. And tiny bit of attitude has come in now and then. It might be because he's been to South Africa, I really don't know. But they would have been the two people I would have nominated.
Obviously people are.
There'll be a few million people who
Yeah,
are.
no, of course, yeah, but you can't see it. But for us, it's Lisa having a completely different experience to what we are. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's completely different.
She's not said two words to me since she came in, hardly.
In what way? As in, like, not chat away to you? Have you said any words
and
to her?
She never asked me a question last night. Everybody else got asked a question, no me.
Have you chatted away to her, though?
Isn't it funny how you pick things up though? You do, don't you? It's like I never came in here and ever thought of getting anywhere as far as I've got, let alone getting to the end. And when she's talking about tactics.
Do you know what, Stephanie? When she said that this morning, I thought, flipping heck.
That made me think.
She's obviously got a plan or tactics or whatever she was talking about this morning. Tactical voting.
Yeah, and I didn't even give that a thought.
No, me.
I never once even thought about that.
Why wouldn't you see? That's skydiving, that is... Well, no, it's not wrong, it's just not what I'd do.